Hi everybody, Stephen Aitchison here with another CYT-Crypto episode. Sorry about the lateness there, I couldn't get the video connected. Hopefully it is working okay. I'm just going to check it, just to make sure everything's up and running okay. I don't know. It seems... Yes, we are live. Excellent. We're live. I didn't think it was going to go on there. I thought for a horrible wee moment that it wasn't going to connect. But thank you for being here. Thank you for being patient as well. And those of you who waited, crush the likes everybody. If you like these videos, crush the likes and subscribe to the channel as well. The more and more people coming on, we've got about 3,100 subscribers. It's not grown very quickly, but and I think that's because of the format, because I'm talking to you in the morning, but I like this format, so we'll keep it going just now this way. So I'm just going to see if we've got people in the waiting room. We have. Okay, who's in the house? James, Oklahoma, one of our brown admins is in the house. Welcome to you. Crush the likes is in. Chris Noble is in. Crypto Don Juan, good morning to you. David Schwartz is in. Honest Crypto Journey, a couple of days to go, mate. Ad Verhagen. Tim Gash is in the house. Edward Dwell is in. Good morning, my Scottish friend. We Belgians would hate to lose our friends from Scotland. Never mind the English. We might not lose you. You might still be in the EU. Stephen King is in. Njambi K is in. Vin is in. Good morning to you. Aloysius de Klerk is in. Mac Paulin. Frank Beckers is in as well. A few new names here as well. Good to see a few new people here as well. Imran Chowdhury has just joined us from California. 1 AM. Just coming up for 20. Well, it's 20 to 1 just now in California, I think. So it's good to see you here. Okay, what the fud's been going on with Tether? Oh, I never got the kind of charts up. I need to look at the charts as well. I'll just look at Trading View. And we'll go to 725 crossover. And we'll look at the Bitcoin price just now. We'll just dive straight in to the markets just now. I need to get Coin Paprika up. We'll look at that while Trading View is loading. So Coin Paprika saying we are a market capitalization of 213 billion, sorry, not million. Bitcoin dominance is down slightly to 53.91%. We'll look at the top 20 or the top 10 gainers and losers in the top 200. We'll just look at the market capitalization without Bitcoin. Kind of risen slightly. You can see here it was 91 billion. It's up to 98 billion. And the overall market cap, as we said, is up to 213 billion just now. Top 10 gainers in the top 200. We've got Bitcoin Interest is up 85%. POA Network, Digix Deo, Aurora, Dropel, QuantStamp, Mobile Go, Navcoin, Ravencoin and Gifto is up as well. Top 10 losers, Moda, Loyalty Points, Digitech Futures is down again. That's obviously had a huge run up. Expect that to go back up. Nebulous is up, External Token, Nexo, Vitae, Telcoin, Ravine, sorry, GoChain, High Performance Blockchain is down again as well. So that's the top 10 losers of the top 200 projects as well. So, but we'll just have a look at the markets just now, what's been going on with the markets just now. So this is BTC USDT. So really what we should be doing is looking at BTC USD, because there's still some stuff going on with USDT, with Tether. So we'll look at the Coinbase price of Bitcoin. Coinbase price is $6,449. Just make sure we're on there. We are. So it's still gone up. It's still up. So on the 4-hour chart, the 7 EMA has crossed over the 25 EMA, which is a good sign as well. So we're still going up just now. We're going in the right direction at the moment. So that's a good thing. We'll just look on the daily chart as well. And this is the Coinbase as well, as I said, for Bitcoin USD. This is not USDT, so it's USD. You can see that kind of big spike up there yesterday. So all hell kind of broke loose yesterday with the Tether FUD that was kind of going about. There's news stories that Binance were going to delist USDT. That ain't happening. That was fake news that was kind of going about. So a lot of people are pulling out of Tether and going into crypto. For that and going into BTC. That's why the BTC price jumped as well. Bitfinex have released kind of news as well. They're going to be going back on tomorrow, which is good news if we look at this news story just now. So Bitfinex to launch a new and improved fiat currency processing system tomorrow. So that is brilliant news. So that should be today sometime. So fiat customers of major crypto exchange Bitfinex can now smile, as the exchange has said it will launch its new fiat currency processing system by tomorrow, 16th of October 2018. So announced this on its blog and social media page today, explaining that the suspension of fiat processing, though inconvenient for users, was done to improve the system. So USD deposits were suspended earlier this month by the exchange, which caused a lot of negative reactions from users. Its use of Tether stablecoin has also been investigated, owing to the fact that stablecoin has not been verified to have USD backing. However, Bitfinex assured users of full withdrawal services for cryptocurrency users and fiat users USD, GBP and GPY and Euro, and have not affected since the suspension affected only certain users and for a short period only. So that's good. That's good news as well. In a similar situation, another exchange, KuCoin, had recently announced the temporary suspension of all USDT transactions on its platform. Part of the announcement on the exchange, we've seen that yesterday, we kind of talked about that yesterday as well. So it was due to USD wallet system maintenance, nothing more than that. So hopefully this whole Tether kind of situation will blow over kind of very soon. We'll get back to normal, and we'll just look at the BTC. We'll look at USDT, see if we can get the price up for that. That's not, it's that's a true USD. So we're looking at true USD is at 93 cents just now. This is Tether US dollar, that's what, so 93 cents just now, but it is going back up. So we can see it went down to as low as about 88 cents. 88 cents it went down to, but it's coming back up now, but it's kind of fluctuating just now as well. I thought it was going to come back up to the dollar or stable and be stable at the dollar, but it's not quite there yet, but it's blown over. It is blown over just now. So this is a USDT to USD value at the moment, so it's 93.7 cents at the moment. So it should come back up and stabilize around about the dollar mark, which is where it should be. After all, it's a stable coin, or meant to be. But I think this is going to blow over, and we're going to get back to normal, and then we can look to see what's happening with the Bitcoin price and with the other cryptocurrency prices as well. Okay, we'll just go back. And Dominic is in the house. Benjamin K, good morning to you. Binance launched its first fiat crypto exchange in Uganda. Interestingly, encouraging a move for crypto into Africa and emerging countries. Yeah, Binance are just everywhere just now. They really are. And if you're not in Binance just now, I'd definitely jump into kind of Binance and buy the project for the future as well. It's making money. It's making a hell of a lot of money. And it's a brilliant exchange as well. I love using Binance. Rishikesh Chowdhury, good morning everyone. Marcus Jafara is in. Rolly is in the house as well. Crypto Dread is back with us. Good to see you as well. So that's what we've got just now. So we'll just look at the news just now, then we'll go on to look at specific tokens as well. So that was a Bitfinex news. That was good news. We needed to hear that as well. Definitely needed to hear that. So that's good news as well. I'm really happy about that. Eric Voorhees, he's kind of posted a tweet saying that, and this is good as well, it would be impossible for every Fidelity brokerage customer to own even one Bitcoin. This is why Bitcoins are worth thousands of dollars, while a dollar is only worth $1. And only until next year when it's worth 97 cents. Save wisely. So he's talking about Bitcoin. He's talking about obviously inflation as well, that a dollar is going to be worth 97 cents, not $1. And talking about Bitcoin as well. And I think that's a fair assessment of that. So talking about Fidelity, this is big news as well. So the Fidelity news is Fidelity launching crypto custody and trading services. There's a couple of news stories on this. This is really big. Fidelity Investment has announced the launch of a new company dedicated to providing cryptocurrency services, including custody and trade execution. The services will be available to institutional investors such as hedge funds, family offices, and market intermediaries. So this is good news for the cryptosphere as a whole as well, and this is what Eric was talking about. Eric Verhees was talking about as well, it being possible for every Fidelity brokerage customer to own even one Bitcoin, just because of the supply and demand. So this is big news for the market. Tom Jessup, head of Fidelity Digital Asset Services, told CNBC that the firm already works with 13,000 institutional clients, and he noted these institutions require a sophisticated level of service and security equal to the experience they're used to when trading stocks or bonds. So with assets under administration of $7.2 trillion, Fidelity says it helps more than 27 million people invest their own life savings and employs more than 40,000 associates. So this is actually big news as well for the whole of the cryptosphere. So this is going to be really good, and it's more and more evidence that the institutional investors are coming in. They're in here already. We were talking about it the other day. These are the kind of maverick institutional investors. They're in already, and you've got the kind of middle of the road, and then you've got the risk averse kind of institutional investors as well. But they're coming in, and this might actually, this kind of Tether cock up, if you will, might have inadvertently started a bull run for Bitcoin. It might have inadvertently kind of done that. We'll just look at the BTC price again, but USD value, we'll look on the Coinbase, 6,445. So before that it was sitting at 6,222, so it's kind of jumped up around about 4%. So that's because of Tether, and that was the Tether kind of issues. But this Tether issue kind of might have inadvertently started the next bull run. Could it be the next bull run because of this Tether, or these kind of Tether kind of stuff that was going on? So you never know, and I think more and more institutional investors coming in. I think we're looking good. I've got a good feeling that this could be the start of something big. I thought this was quite interesting. This is from coindo.com. Secret message has been found in Bitcoin's Genesis block. So the message found in the Genesis block read thus. So you can see that. Obviously we don't know what that means. So Nakamoto is quite known for his cryptic approach towards things, so this is generally not perceived to be something special, especially to experts who are used to his style of writing. The message found in the Genesis block has been identified to be a reverse text of an original message. According to experts examining the message found in the Genesis block, has been said that it took this long to identify the message basically because it was written in an encrypted hexadecimal format. The meaning of the message: The Times, 3rd of January 2009, Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. So I thought that was quite interesting. They found a hidden message in the Genesis block as well. It's not going to impact the markets at all. I just thought it was quite interesting. That was quite cool. Tone Vays shorts Bitcoin in search of leveraged profits. So this has actually made the news. It's on Bitcoin News. Predicting the future Bitcoin, this is what they're saying. Bitcoin price is always extremely difficult. Market volatility can disrupt any prediction with relative ease. Tone Vays, a notorious figure in the cryptocurrency world, is making his first BTC trade of the year. As expected, he currently favours shorting Bitcoin given the current market conditions. So he said they're trading Bitcoin to talk about BTC USD. Base being established at 6,250, and everyone's favourite question, when 5k? Further YouTube, and he's got the YouTube video as well. As promised, my first and perhaps only Bitcoin trade this year, short 1 Bitcoin USD at 5x leverage for March 2019 expiry, so this is a futures. Full account liquidation at 7,650, above last swing high. Take profit at 5k, lower stop loss at 5,750, 10% off affiliate shell, and he's talking about kind of the BitMEX as well. So he's trading on BitMEX, he's shorting, thinking it's going to go down to $5,000, and he's going to put his stop loss at $7,650. So this has actually made the news with Tone Vays making his first or possible last trade this year shorting Bitcoin. So we need to wait and see how that plays out. Imagine if he'd done it a couple of days ago. He'd have been knocked out of the market straight away, liquidated fully. but he didn't do that. This is the Fidelity news we're talking about. And this is Backed as well. We've been speaking about Backed and the Intercontinental Exchange as well. Backed continues talks with crypto regulators as key executive to the team. A veteran and early employee of Coinbase is switching teams, moving to the up-and-coming cryptocurrency exchange platform Backed. Adam White will be joining Backed as the exchange's chief operating officer, helping the platform to develop as it prepares for its imminent launch. So this is going to be launching next month. This is going to be huge for the cryptocurrency space as well, the cryptosphere as a whole. So watch this space and keep on the updates with regards to Backed as well. So an update on Backed's progress with the regulators. In addition to announcing the addition of a new member, Loeffler also gave an update on the progress of the exchange. She explained that the platform is currently hard at work with members of the Clearinghouse Risk Committee and is working closely with the Clearinghouse boards to meet the regulatory guidelines set forth by the CFTC and the US government. So they're still working with the regulators just now, but they're still planning on launching next month. And this could actually be huge as well, because the difference with Backed is not futures trading. You're actually getting it as a physically backed. So when they buy a Bitcoin, you're going to get a Bitcoin. And basically it's going to be kind of held in custody for them. So it's safe trading for institutional investors as well. Coinbase opens office in Ireland as part of Brexit contingency plan. Not big news, but it just shows they're on top of things. So obviously the UK are exiting the EU. If they exit the EU, we need to see what happens there. That's just been a political mess, that, but we don't talk politics or religion on here. So it's going to open its offices in Ireland as well, or open an office in Ireland as well. Roger Ver, undercover US government agents go on local Bitcoins and arrest people. So Roger Ver is one of the most famous personas in the crypto industry. He calls himself the first investor into the crypto industry, being involved with it since 2011. And he's saying helped him understand the technology behind Bitcoin. There was absolute no doubt in my mind that people were going to start using it as money. And like anything, the price is set by supply and demand. We keep on talking about that, talking about supply and demand. So he's saying that the undercover US government agents go on local Bitcoins and arrest people. And I'll share all these news stories with you as well. We'll jump over the chat area just now, see who else and what we're saying. Kig is in the house. Good morning to you, Kig. Good to see you, mate. Andreas is in. Imran Chowdhury. Dow Jones suffering further slides of equities. Dead cat bounce on the charts towards a bearish continuation. I think we've kind of had a look at this before, and we'll just look at the flag list. It's not the flag list, it's the watch list. See what's happening with FTSE 100. FTSE 100 was back up actually to 7,000. Dow Jones kind of bobbling about, 25,250. S&P 500, 2,750. Excuse me. And gold prices are still kind of going up. You can see the gold prices, people getting out of stocks and shares and going into gold, which is deemed as a safer kind of investment choice when stocks and shares go down. And there's usually a direct correlation with the stock market going down and gold prices going up as well. And we can see that, you can definitely see that over the years as well if we look at that. So there seems to be a direct correlation, and gold prices is coming back up just now. So yeah, it's not looking good for the financial markets just now. Kashif Jonas, Digitech's future is up 20 times from its ICO price and moving crazy towards 10 times, 100 times. Don't miss a golden chance, once in a lifetime fortune. I think Digitech's, where is it just now? I think it's round about, we're better looking on Mercatalks actually and getting the true figure. So Digitech's BTC. We'll see where it is at the moment. A lot of people have got into Digitex and some people have got back out and getting back in, so they're actually trading Digitex. I'm just holding just now. I think before it kind of releases the exchange, it could go up to $1. But we need to wait and see. If it went to 30 cents, I would obviously consider my position again and look at it and maybe start trading it a wee bit. But it's, it's doing well at the moment. We'll just have a look on Mercatalks, quite slow just now. Right, so Digitex still one of the highest traded as well. So 1880 at the moment. So it's kind of stabilized just now. It was at 2500 or nearly 2600 Satoshi. It's kind of gone down to as low as 1414 Satoshi, and it's now back at 1880 Satoshi just now. So that's good, it's gone back up. 1880 there, and 1841 for the buy orders, and you can see all these are buys just now. So a lot of people getting back in to Digitex. I'll take a look at BABB just now as well. This is Digitex futures. It's gone up by about 10,000 people signing up every day to look at kind of looking at the exchange. So 291,000. So I'm position 579 just now. So it means I'm going to be one of the beta testers for the exchange, which I'm really looking forward to. We can see here this has been updated, 1872. We'll look at BABB just now. What's going on with BABB? Look at the Bitcoin price. I think it's still about 9-10 Satoshi at the moment. Yeah, 10 Satoshi just now. This is a 30-minute chart. We'll just look on the daily. Looks a lot better on the daily. So you can see here it did go up to 14 Satoshi and it's down to 10 Satoshi just now, but it has been as low as 6 or 7 Satoshi. So it's still up, and expect BABB to be making moves very soon before Christmas as well. And I expect we'll be back up to 20, 30 Satoshi for BABB. And if they announce a license, could be really good as well for the BABB price as well. But obviously we're looking for long term. We're looking for way above the all-time high of 37 Satoshi for that. So that is a long-term hold for me. I've invested in BABB. Still really like what they're doing. Still like the team. And still keeping up to date with what they're doing as well. But it's down at the moment, but not too worried at all with that. So this is probably considered a hidden gem for me, but we've been into it for a long time. I spoke about BABB for a long time, so I probably consider this still as a hidden gem. I still think it's going to 10x, 100x for a lot of us as well that are into it. But it's definitely an investment for me. Same with Digitex, it's a shorter term investment as well. Digitex futures, because it'd already gone up about 900%. I kind of got in late, but I'm still well up on where I got in at. So we're looking at a couple of others as well. We've spoken about kind of AdBank as well. That is definitely a good one if you're looking at kind of hidden gems. Nobody's really talking about it, but I think AdBank is going to be a really good one as well. Has been as low as 35 Satoshi. It's at 43 just now. And it kind of did go up last week to 87 Satoshi. But look at the all-time. If we look at the kind of, we won't go, that's when it was first came on. So we'll look there, 325 Satoshi. So 10x from here. And the fundamentals have changed. I just think they're doing really good things as well. So there's a few others. I'm going to start speaking about the hidden gems and doing separate videos on them, just 5-minute videos on them as well. There's a few others we're looking at, but I'll give them to the premium members first and give the videos to the premium members first before I put them on the channel. So if you want to join us in premium as well, you can. There's a link down below to join us in premium. Brilliant group of people trading there and long-term investing as well. And we've got a lot of people on here from the premium group as well. I've not been making that many calls this week, certainly. Just now I want to kind of tone down on the calls, but still made the calls so far. This is for October, and the last call I made was 9th of October, but I'm going to be doing more today. And the average gain in October, which was a bad month for crypto, was 7.96%. That was the average gain. Power was a good one at 11%, but it's actually kind of higher than that. I've never updated that. Data went up 25%, OST up 17%. And the rest, PHX, 10% as well. So that was the calls for October so far. I'm just showing you them because I've not kind of put more on just now. September was a wee bit different. These were the calls, and the average gain was 15%. NAS was the highest, one of the highest at 33% when we called it. Trig called that 6 days. Subsequently, it went down though. Obviously, it was delisted from Binance. So we got the gains before it went up, which is good. So that was the calls for September. So it's doing okay. It's doing okay. So I want to make better quality calls and less often. Not even if it was 1 a day or 2 a day, that would be better than kind of 5 or 6 a day. My crypto morning all goods to come. Yes. Manuel is saying Metamorph falling 50% today, buying opportunity. So Metamorph is one that Crypto.1 was talking about, and a couple of others are talking about it as well. I've seen Crypto Bitcoin Chris talking about it. METM, we'll just have a look at that as well. See what's happening. Oh, big time it's fell. 156 Satoshi at the moment. And it was up to 442. And so it could be a good buying opportunity for Metamorph. Metamorph, we'll just look on CoinMarketCap. So that means the market capitalization probably went down to about 1 million. It was at 1.7 million. Right, the computer's really slow just now. METM is 607,000. So it could be a good buying opportunity for Metamorph. We need to look more into it, obviously. We need to dig deeper into Metamorph. And I've dug slightly into it. I thought actually this could be good. It could be one of those 10xers or 100xers. So yeah, I think this could be good. So it's an all-in-one platform to securely manage and trade cryptocurrencies. So again, that was Crypto.1 that kind of got me into that and looking at it as well. So now could be a good time to buy Metamorph. Where is it? Yeah, 156 Satoshi. Yeah, that could be, if you talk about this is going to be 100x, if 100x is from here, it's still only going to be 60 million market capitalization. So it could be a good one. This could be really good. What's the price just now? 1 cent at the moment, 1.1 cent. So I think Crypto.1 has got a kind of challenge on who's going to get to the dollar first. Is it going to be Digitex Futures or Metamorph? So this could actually be really good, and I'm looking at kind of putting some in myself. That's a couple of the hidden gems that we've spoken about, but there's more to come on this channel, but you'll get in premium first, definitely, before we go in. Dom Delanucci, morning all, and Steve, morning to you. Gavin Mearns, morning from Hull. Have a great day, guys. Mac Paulin, Wabby, time to buy again. Bought 2,700, sold at 5,300. So time to buy again. So this is Wabby talking about it. I'll just have a wee look at. So obviously traded on Binance as well. So just look at the price, 26 cents, 3,978 Satoshi. And we'll just look on TradingView. Wabby. It gone up to 5,776. Came back down, bounced a wee bit. I don't know if I'd be buying there. I don't know if I'd be buying there just now. I'd maybe waiting it coming back down or waiting to see what the market does. But we kind of looked at Wabby a while ago, and that's the kind of line we'd drawn. And the support line kind of going up. Came below that a wee bit. So I'd maybe wait until it comes down to the 25 EMA at 3,400 and then maybe buy back then, because it has got some momentum just now. That's just purely looking at the charts. I don't know too much about Wabby as well. That's purely looking at the charts. CB Norwood, greetings from Washington DC. Good to have you here. Too late, bought 3,800. Mark Scott, morning all. Good morning to you, Mark. And so we'll just look at some of the Binance tokens as well and see what they're doing. Binance 2. Who's on the up? Who's on the down? DLT going up as well. Fuel is on the up just now. That's just starting to rise just now. See, if you look at this in context on the daily, you can see how low these projects are just now. So on the daily, this is at 306 Satoshi just now. This is for fuel. It has been as high as 2,951. So nearly 10 times from here was near its all-time high. And obviously they've changed again, fundamentally changed. So a lot of these tokens are just going to skyrocket. ADX is another good one as well. OST, we kind of called that last week, and it went up to 1186, back down, so it's bounced off the 25 EMA. POA is starting to go up as well. PHX, which we called last week as well, and it went up to 241. That's bouncing as well. HOT, expecting big things from HOT maybe later on, but it could go up any second. Same with PundiX. Where's PundiX just now? PundiX has just been sitting, not doing much for ages now. What seems like ages, sitting around about the 20 to 25 Satoshi mark. Dent, expect big things from that as well. QSP has been on a tear the last couple of days. It has, yeah. I've seen it was up about 40% or something. QSP. Yeah, that went up, kind of shot up big time. 52% it shot up. And it crossed over at 531 Satoshi, went up to 821 Satoshi. So from the crossover, 53%. So that was a good one if you got into that. So well, congratulations if you got into QSP. That's done really well over the last couple of days. So we're going to have to get rid of Bitcoin, get rid of Chat, get rid of Trig, get rid of ICN. They've all been delisted. HSR, not there yet. So we'll just take a look on Binance at the moment actually. That's the news, trading competition. Binance will list RVN. That's Ravencoin. That's the news. That's the kind of latest news. Binance will list PAX. Seen that. So nothing new with regards to Binance. Trading strategy competition. So they've got a trading strategy competition on just now. That looks quite cool. What do you think of fun today? Asked Tim Gash. Fun. Daily chart, not good. 4-hourly chart, not good. 1-hour chart, not good at the moment. Just look at, I like to look in the Renko as well. On the Renko chart, I don't know if you've seen, we've spoke about the Renko chart quite a lot in the past. Spoke about it. I still like to look at the Renko charts. I really do like using the Renko charts. So it's one block up just now. It's sitting at 221. The block is sitting at 222. To get to the next block, we're talking about 224. So it's 2 Satoshi per block. This is not time based. This is just based on the actual price kind of movements, but it's not time based. So this is not, it doesn't represent an hour. It could be 5 hours. It could be 5 minutes. So going from that, it might be looking at the Renko chart solely. You might kind of look at that and go, well, it's one block up, it's one green block up, might be a good time to get in at 221. But looking at the other charts, if we just look at those charts, this is on a 1-hour chart. We'll look at the Renko on the 4-hour charts as well. It's around about the same, obviously, because it's only 2 Satoshi. That's the daily chart. So daily chart's still going down. So have we hit near a bottom for Funfair? I don't know, I'd be dubious about that. I'd put that on the sidelines just now, just to wait and see there was more price action on that. That's obviously looking at the Renko, as I said, but just going purely by the charts, you probably wouldn't get into it, but looking at the Renko, it could be the right time to get in. ADA USD buying price. So ADA USD. This is cracking. Get USDT. So 7.7 cents at the moment. I think ADA's going to explode anytime soon as well. Just a brilliant price. I've always spoken about Cardano. I think it could explode kind of anytime. It's just not been realised yet, but it will come. Steve, how many STE25? How many of the small coins that you can make quick gains do you think will be around in 2 years? But that's a big question as well. In 2 years' time, you're going to get rid of a lot of the shit coins that are out there, and they're going to come to the surface. These kind of shit coins and the ICOs that came out that just didn't really have a plan and didn't have a use case scenario. They just kind of jumped on the ICO bandwagon. So I don't know. It's really hard to say. It's going to be really difficult. So Lack, what about Kin's demo day? I wonder what Kin are doing just now. I've never looked at Kin for a while. I've been bullish on them for a long time, but I haven't seen them what they're up to for a while. 28 Gwei just now, market cap of 44 million. Still think Kin are still going to explode the 59 just now, or 5,000 of a cent, or 5/10,000 of a cent just now. I still think they could explode, and they're going to be big for next year, towards the end of this year, next year. Still think that's going to happen as well. So I don't know. I've not looked into them too much in the news that's coming out. Honest Crypto Journey, just putting it out there. If anyone wants to give some crypto to me as a wedding gift, I'll not turn it down. That would be good. If I was up big time, I would definitely give you part of a Bitcoin as a wedding gift. Tim Gash, yeah, I saw that. It's interesting as it goes against everything. I'm trading Renko, so give it a go. Tim, you're still trading. I like the Renko charts. I really do like the Renko charts. CB Norwood, I've noticed my prices tend to go up anytime I'm tuned into CYT-Crypto. Just saying, excellent, excellent. So you need to get everybody tuned into CYT-Crypto so the whole market goes up at the same time. You grabbed my any ETN yet, Steve, or just mining it? Just mining it just now on the phone. It's not much at all. I've never even looked at it for a while, to be honest. Where is my phone? That must be in the kitchen. And we're moving home just now as well. We may have a buyer for our house. Just found out, literally. So we may have a buyer for a house who might be moving to the west end of Glasgow, which is a very nice area, but we'll need to wait and see what happens. You know what house buying and house selling is like as well. And it was a very serendipitous moment, one of my favourite words, serendipitous, that we got possibly the sale. We don't know if we're going to get it for definite yet. It just depends on the chain as well. So we're moving house as well. So it's exciting times and lots going on in kind of life just now with the other side of the business, with the Facebook business and the kind of personal development business and crypto business. So there's loads going on just now, but still really excited about crypto as well. Somebody asked me the other day, so I've got 4 different brands. So I've got CYT-Crypto, which is a brand, which is a kind of a business in its own right. I've got CYT, Change Your Thoughts, which is a business in its own right. I've got YDF, Your Digital Formula, which is a Facebook. And we've now got Mindtree, which is a personal development kind of brand we've got as well. And somebody asked me the other day, if you had to give up one of them, what one would you give up? And I couldn't honestly say I could give up any of them. I couldn't give up the CYT-Crypto, the CYT or YDF or Mindtree as well. I think I can make a go of all of them and really turn them into kind of bigger businesses than what they are just now. But it's just focus and it's time and energy as well. So there's loads going on. Plus we're selling the house. Plus it's just been loads going on. But it's all good. It is all good just now. And I love talking to you in the morning. So never want to give that up. Imran Chowdhury, Argentina, Venezuela, Egypt. Post-record P2P Bitcoin trading volumes today. Excellent. That is good news as well. Obviously the countries are in kind of turmoil just now, so it's not good from that point of view. But it shows you that people are turning to an alternative source, where before there wasn't, and now they've got crypto. Are you selling the house with BTC? No. Unfortunately, it'll be good. If somebody offered me a kind of Bitcoins to sell, well, I don't know if I would, obviously, because I wouldn't be able to buy another house with Bitcoin as well. So, but at these prices, I would love for somebody to buy this house with Bitcoin at $6,000, and then in 10 years' time, you're talking all that Bitcoin. You'd just be a multi-millionaire. Nice. Hope the sale goes through. Alicius de Klerk, thank you very much. Hopefully will go through. And congrats on the house. Fingers crossed for you. Cheers, mate. Electronium, yeah, I'm still mining that. I've never kind of bought any as such. I'm just mining it just now on the phone. Just like Telcoin. Never looked at Telcoin for a while as well. I just look at Telcoin. I know that was one of the ones that was down in the top 10 losers. Telcoin 14 Satoshi, 440 GWI, market cap of 32 million. Just now, all-time high of around 1.1 cent. And market cap of 229 million. So 10 times from where it is just now. And obviously, never done a deep dive on that, but we've never looked at financial inclusion for a mobile world, a cryptocurrency distributed by your mobile operator and accepted everywhere. That's what Telcoin's all about. I know a lot of people like and into Telcoin. We've never done a deep dive on it. Honest Crypto Journey, if Digitex hits 30 cents by the exchange launch, that would be gift enough. Excellent, we'll make that happen for you. So that will be your wedding gift from us. When Digitex goes to 30 cents, that will be your wedding gift. I don't know if it's going to happen before your wedding, right enough, which is in a couple of days' time, but that'd be brilliant if it did, wouldn't it? That'd be brilliant, mate. Congrats on the house sale. Hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe I've spoke too soon. Fingers crossed it goes through, because it's in a chain. They have to sell their house first, and then we have to look for a house after that. But we're looking at the West End of Glasgow. Love the West End. Rob Taylor, I don't know if you've taken a look, but thoughts on QNT? I haven't taken a look on QNT. We'll just QNT Quant. Oh, I think I've looked at in the past. We've looked at that. That was a couple of months ago. 12 million market cap. Oh no, it wasn't that one. It wasn't that one. Talking shite. So Quant, what's Quant Network? I think this was one of the ICOs I was looking at. I think that's what it was. Help organisations safely and seamlessly take full advantage of blockchain technology. Overledger, Quant Health, Go Verify, Resources, our people. I've never done a deep dive in that. I'm sure that's one of the ICOs. Is it? Gilbert Verdian. No, it's not. It must be something. You look at that many kind of projects, so you just get mixed up with what you've looked at. Although I've got most of them in a spreadsheet that I've kind of gone into. So we can look at that. We can post a link to that as well, but I've not really looked into it. Big end of year forecast for BTC. End of year forecast for BTC. $10,000. Plucked out of thin air. But $10,000, I can honestly see it going back up to at least $10,000 by the end of the year. And people like Tone Bays will just say, you're mental, don't say that. But I think it's going to go up to $10,000 by the end of the year. 2019 is going to be a huge, massive year for Bitcoin as well. Don De La Noche, 600 ETN so far mined on my TV streaming box, so get paid to watch TV. Excellent. G-Slick, I'm moving house also, Steve, moving to the beach. Oh, that'd be brilliant. What beach? That'd be brilliant to move to the beach as well. Okay, enough about my kind of personal stuff. I think that's it for just now. But as I said, we'll be doing more videos, shorter videos on, and I've looked at that. I don't know if you've seen this as well. I was asking for your help and I've got a video for you just asking kind of for your help. If you've got a hidden gem that you want me to look into, that could benefit all of us as well. Obviously, it benefits the project, it benefits us if kind of prices go up as well. So I've got a video here that you can add to the comments. So I'll just post it below as well. So just take a look at some of the kind of comments just now. Zero Chain, somebody must have put a link somewhere about Zero Chain, because a lot of people have said Zero Chain. Cryptodon 1 there is Digitex Futures, Nexo, Zero Chain, Sterica as well, GNT, Zero Chain, Zero Chain, Zero Chain, Zero Chain, D-Cloud, D-Storage, Banker. These are the kind of hidden gems that people are talking about. CTRT, actually look quite good. The SRN, Silent Labs, Things Chain, check up Lambda and Tau as well. A couple of people said that. Look at VinChain and Apollo. CPolo as well, which is what John is into as well. John McAfee is into. Who is that? Moneymaker. So that's arbitraging ARB. Elastos. Penguin Coin. Hive project as well. I've just looked at these briefly. Project Gamb as well. Howdo is a big one. How many users have they got signed up now? 16,831. Howdo is valued at 4 million at the moment. 4 million market capitalization with 16,831 users signed up. Mithril valued at 97 million with round about the same number of users. Howdo is going to be huge once it gets onto a bigger exchange. It's going onto Coinbeanie next week, so that's going to be massive as well. Fully expect that to get to $1, so that would be definitely one of my picks. I've spoke about that before as well. So I'll put the link to the Hidden Gems video as well, if you want to kind of add to that as well. They're all gems, but as a sideline, I'm going long on top hats and monocles. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for just now. Hopefully you have a brilliant day, whatever you're doing. If you're in the premium channel, I'm going to look at the calls just now to make, and I'll make a few calls just now as well that could do well on Binance over the next 7 days as well. And if you're not joined, you can join with the link down below and join a brilliant group of people as well. And hopefully soon we'll get the kind of party at the castle, party at the BABB castle soon as well. Okay, have a brilliant day, whatever you're doing. Until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.